It's been 18 months since Lehman Brothers filed the biggest bankruptcy case in United States history, and now the fees are really rolling in for the law firms and consultants that are helping the firm on its case. Lehman has paid $642 million so far in fees. One of the biggest fees, I believe Lehman had paid over $200 million to the firm that's leading its restructuring, and they paid $150 million to their lead counsel. The examiner's report cost something along the lines of $38 million going through numbers in January. And there are also kind of some miscellaneous fees. They've paid, for instance, $47,000 to someone who's leading an auction of their art collection. So there's just a lot of costs that go up and down the line, and there's going to be more. Some people think that this number could reach as high as $1 billion by the time this case ends, because it's such a complicated case. Lehman is so big; it had so many dealings that need to be kind of unwound. And we're not really anywhere near a conclusion of the case, so it'll be many more months that people are collecting big fees on this. The money is coming out of the bankruptcy estate, which is to say that, in a sense, that the bondholders are running up a bill, but they're hoping to get big recoveries. The key is that the Lehman filed bankruptcy in September of 2008, and the trustee who represents Lehman's bankruptcy estate has 2 years after that date to pursue claims for the estate. So it'll be September 15, 2010 is the date by which suits have to be filed against parties in the Lehman bankruptcy. So I think it's very likely that in the next 6 months we're going to see some lawsuits filed against Lehman executives, for instance, for how they acted in perhaps hiding the firm's debt. Dick Fuld, for instance, who was Lehman's CEO, Fortune has reported that he cashed out something like $500 million worth of his Lehman stock in the years leading up to the bankruptcy. Obviously, that in itself is not against the law, but he's the CEO. Under Sarbanes-Oxley, he signed the financials that the company put out, and that puts him on the line. It means that there's a case to be made against him. Certainly, people will be pursuing a civil case. It's certainly possible we could see a criminal case brought against him as well. We could see claims against J.P. Morgan, for instance, perhaps Citigroup, some of the banks that acted very aggressively in collecting collateral from Lehman that led to its demise. Essentially, they took cash from Lehman, and they, in that sense, they left the firm without any money, and that's part of the reason it had to close down. We could see the auditors getting sued. The report out Thursday does not paint a very upbeat picture of what the auditors were doing. It seems that they were just signing off blindly on a lot of things, and that's not obviously what we want out of auditors. So I think we're going to see a lot of cases. The examiner's report is important because it gives the bondholders, who are the big potentially the big plaintiffs in these cases, a roadmap to saying here's the wrongdoing by some of these other parties, whether it's the bankers or the auditors or the executives, and it gives them, it means that they don't have to go out and do their own digging. They don't have to go through months and months of digging of their own. This is a report that is now in the public record, and it's in the bankruptcy case. And so there's, it really could underlie a lot of these cases we're going to see.